Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Adelaide, what's your next one?
My second movie is I just kind of wanted to give Jordan Peele some love because I feel like as much as I do love his movies, I don't really talk about his movies a lot.
Yeah.
So my favorite movie Jordan Peele has directed, and it says writer and director, is Us.
Yeah, he wrote and directed all of them.
So that's the one where, like, if you don't know Jordan Peele, but you probably know Get Out.
What year is that one?
You probably know Get Out.
2019?
Yeah, 2019
Yeah,
for
2019.
Us.
Yeah.
Right before COVID. Dang. Let me get my notes here. I think everything about Jordan Peele films, you can expect a good time no matter how you feel about him. So I feel like Us is one of his movie that people went in because he came out with Get Out.
Yeah.
People are like, whoa,
That was great.
what an amazing debut. And then like got a twist and
The Key and Peele guy's making a movie?
it was like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it was a Twilight
I
Zone,
remember
yeah.
that because I remember everybody was like, I think it was you who told me, you're like, it's Jordan Peele, and I was like, oh, okay.
The guy
you're
from
like,
Key and Peele?
and someone said Key
Matt
and Peele. You're like, I'm like,
Matt TV.
wait, what? I was like, that guy? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, no. And then like we saw the trailer. I was like, but that looks like way serious.
Yeah,
like Get Out.
serious,
I
yeah.
was like, what?
And it was, shoot, I need to look this up, but it was one of the first big, not A24, what are they called? Blumhouse. It
Blumhouse.
was one of the first big Blumhouse
did
films that
produce it,
came
yeah.
out that they produced. It was one of their bigger hits that came out.
And now he has his own production company, Monkey Pop.
yeah, Monkey
yeah.
Pop, which is now, I think, owned by Blumhouse. No, he's still independent.
No,
I was thinking about,
I was like, what?
I was thinking about James Wan's company. Them and Blumhouse partnered up, and now they're one company.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we'll talk about later. But
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, everything about a Jordan Peele movie, like despite how you feel about it, you're gonna have a good time no matter what, and you're gonna enjoy whatever mystery is going on because there's always an element of mystery. And whether it's this one, I would label as a slasher film because of how much violence is in it.
Definitely.
And the
Yeah.
bad guys in it, like the killers and stuff. Like it's like his take on a slasher film.
Yeah, Get Out was like a thriller.
Yeah.
Like people getting kidnapped.
Get
and
Out was
stuff.
like the cult horror.
Yeah,
Cult
and this
horror,
one's like a
yeah.
slasher, and then
Nope.
Nope is a creature feature.
Is a creature feature. Yeah. I think his next one he's going ghosts.
Oh,
I don't know. We don't know anything yet. But it's got.
That would be so
I'm gonna
cool.
look
Not
that
a
up now.
football player right now.
No
Oh man,
way,
the
really?
one day where him and Guillermo del Toro will collab on a movie. Oh, what a good day that will
And
be.
then the rapture's gonna happen when that
Oh,
happens.
no.
And like it's gonna be such a good team up. The rapture will happen. They will be the reason. Everyone's like, oh, they all ascend into heaven because of Guillermo del Toro and Jordan Peele. Anyway,
no.
so I feel like with this movie though, this one is like his least appreciated out of his three so far.
Absolutely.
Because even
It's really good, though.
even I was left confused. Like what? But when the movie credits rolled, you're like, what was that movie about?
It's the most thought provoking.
Because then you start thinking about, you're like, there's all these plot holes, and you're like, realistically, how does that happen?
And you're going, like, you're not only trying to fill in the blanks, you're also trying to figure out why they showed a bunch of imagery they did, like with the rabbits and everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, why did we sit for a full like minute and a half on these rabbits?
And I
Like,
think a lot of that is more, I feel like this movie I feel like Nope and Get Out are more like each other. Not because Daniel Kaluuya is the lead in both of them, but because those are more, I guess, real, grounded in a little bit more reality of what could happen. This is more of like symbolism.
This is more like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
This is, I would say it's a Twilight Zone.
I feel like all of them are, but
yeah, all of them kind of are.
This
Except for
one
He also
more
did the
out
remake
there.
series.
this is
of
more
that.
out there though.
this one's more exploring a concept and symbolism, and the symbolism of duality and
duality.
themes about the self. And I would argue also
Yeah.
mental illness when you look at the main character, Adelaide. Like,
trauma.
you're like,
Trauma.
yeah.
yeah, you're like, what's going on there? Like, if you don't look at it as the in-world movie, what's going on, if you look at it like, what is this supposed to represent? I would definitely say mental illness and like what trauma can do to people
Yeah.
is more of what it's more about the message and the theme as opposed to realistically what's going on, like his other movies. So I feel like
Well,
that's
I don't
why
think it's
more
trying to be realistic at all. I think
No.
it's trying to be thought provoking.
Yeah.
All of his stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yet it still has that lightheartedness. There's still funny stuff in it, like the banter between
Yeah.
the characters, and then Winston Duke's character is always
I
like,
feel like
Oh, dude,
in all of
Winston Duke's
his
so good in this
movies,
film.
I feel
He's
like
the
in all
comic
of
relief.
his movies, That is just done so brilliantly. Like the balance between comedy, like saying
And
a joke
horror.
in the middle of something really horrifying
Yeah.
and scary and stuff. And then you're like laughing like in Nope. There's like the part in the barn or whatever where you think like these creatures are there and you find out it's not these
Oh
creatures.
yeah.
And then like his sister comes up and just like the like just the timing of their dialogue and she's like, man, like
Yeah.
it's just funny stuff like that. Like, but it's done so perfectly.
Yeah.
You know?
So for the spoiler section of this movie,
Well, one second before we continue on, I do
okay.
want to say, so far the next film from Jordan Peele, it still doesn't have a title. The date is
He had
10/23/26.
on Twitter.
No, I think it's different because I'm trying to look it up here. I'm not finding it. There's like some random website that's like, oh, it's confirmed to be Daniel Kaluuya, and we don't know that yet though. But the release date is in 2026. 10/23/2026. And then I think the theory is Winston Duke is coming back for some role. But it's him or Daniel Kaluuya.
Based on the poster that he revealed on Twitter.
Oh, it was John Boyega. That was it. It's theorized that he's going to be in the next Jordan Peele movie. But that's all we can theorize at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Daniel Kaluuya again.
When was Nope done?
Nope was 2022.
Oh, it's only 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years
Okay,
ago.
well,
Yeah.
we probably got another year before he actually
And it's
announces
funny
it.
we brought up Monkey Man earlier because he produced Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Because Monkey Man was going
That's
to go
probably what he
straight
was
to
Monkey
doing.
Paw Studios produced.
Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
And that was going to go
They gotta
straight
make
to
a Donkey Kong movie.
and that was going to be straight
There are
to
too many monkey movies already.
Ooh,
Look at
is
the
this a
King Kong
gorilla
movie.
one? Is this the ape movie? You know, it's like mom.
The
yeah.
the gorilla,
The gorilla movie.
There's like 10
There's
gorilla
like 10
movies.
gorilla
What
movies.
are you talking about?
You're talking about Kong. You're talking about apes. Which
talking
one?
about
are you
Tarzan?
Talking about Tarzan.
Wait, which Tarzan are you talking about?
Gorilla.
No,
But
she's
he-
talking about Transformers.
But
Yeah, she was. It was Transformers.
Monkey Man was gonna go straight to Netflix, and Jordan Peele saw it, and he said, "No, this is getting a full theatrical release." And
Mhm.
good thing they did because they made some money off of it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Anyway, spoilers for us.
So yeah, I just think this movie is like the most action packed out of his 3 so far, because number one, it's a slasher, so they're constantly being chased by their other selves.
I
What
agree
are they
with
called?
that. Yeah.
The tethered.
Yeah.
They're being chased by the tethered. And if you
That
don't
one
know,
little black girl running down the street, and she's like, "I'll give you," and she's like, "Oh, she'll give you a head start because she always catches her prey or whatever."
yeah,
And then
Yeah,
she, like,
yeah.
you turn around and go like, "Oh my god!"
oh yeah, if you don't know what this movie's about, it's about doppelgangers.
Yeah,
like evil doppelgangers, and like how that can happen.
Dude,
Yeah,
the-
just the climax of this movie where it's like the final showdown between the main character and her other self
Yeah.
is like one of the
Mhm.
best
I feel like
scenes I've ever
I feel like
seen
the
on film.
scariest thing about this whole movie is Lupita's voice as the other version.
She's
Oh my
creepy.
god, she's so
Her
good in
eyes
it.
are just constantly wide open, and she looks like she's constantly in pain trying to talk.
Yeah.
And
Which I guess
she's
the
like just
character's
choking
supposed to
out
be.
every word, and she's smiling the whole
It's
time.
hard
and crying,
to
and it's
listen
like,
to her.
what's happening? You're like confused, and it's really terrifying because you're like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea what this person is going to do. Like when they
Yeah.
first invade the house, and she explains the whole story about why they're there or whatever, and then they each take a family member in the other room, and you're like, oh my god, I don't like this. I don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
And then like the big reveal is that their doppelgangers are not the only doppelgangers in the movie, that they're actually doppelgangers for every person in America.
Yeah.
And that they all start killing every person in America to form this line for hands
Yeah, the
across
hands across America,
And
recreation
which
or
still
whatever.
has never been figured out, but people theorize.
And I think that's like why people see this as the lesser of his films, because there are a lot of open questions, a lot of open interpretations, as well as a lot of just like, huh? At the end of the film. But I think that can be its strength too, because the interpretation kind of keeps you wondering and keeps you engaged in the film, especially, and it keeps you thinking on the film too. I don't need an answer
Yeah.
for every single thing.
Right.
And I think
we're still thinking about it still because we're like,
Oh, yeah.
what does it mean? You know,
Years later, it's definitely a thought-provoking movie. I feel like it's his most thought-provoking one, other than Get Out, because that brought in the theme of like race and stuff.
Well,
like
I feel
that,
like
what
that was
means.
very straightforward though.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, that's what this is about. Okay.
Yeah. So
And they explained everything in that. so.
yeah, Us is my favorite Jordan Peele movie out of the 3 he's made so far, and we'll have to see when his new movie comes out.
My favorite's Nope because it's a creature feature, and it was just so fun to
was
see
great,
all the puzzle
right?
pieces fall
Yeah.
into place, because it's 3 acts of the movie, and it literally
Mm.
says like Act 1, this is what it's called. Act 2, this is what it's called, and then finally Act 3, like the name of the monster or whatever.
And it has so
Mhm.
many different elements that just like you said, they all form together
yeah.
too, you know.
And then like as it reveals stuff, it keeps taking you back in the past, and you keep going, oh yeah, I forgot they showed that at the beginning of the movie. What was that
Yeah.
about? And then like it all slowly
and then it slowly
falls
falls into place. Yeah.
It's so great. And then the reveal
Yeah.
of the monster is just so great.
No, it's not that. That's Google being stupid.
What did Google say?
It said the new movie's called Him, Him.
It says that's from Variety.com.
Oh wait, can you go to that article?
Yeah, hang on.
Source it.
Because I go to IMDb, there's nothing updated. They would update it, hopefully. I don't know.
Variety's just trying to
So-
get views.
I couldn't find the other post. So it was from his Twitter page.
Well, I
He
just went to his-
posted a
oh, wait.
picture, and it was of a bunch of hands coming out of a football helmet.
Yeah, one second, let me.
And he
let
said,
Ooh.
"Here's the teaser for my next movie or something."
me-
and I was
Maybe
like,
they had him take it
"What?"
down.
One second, I wasn't on my account when I went to his.
I couldn't find it.
No,
on
he doesn't
mine.
have one.
So what might have happened was maybe it was an accident post, or maybe they said, okay, post it, and then someone said, wait, never mind, take it down.
Yeah,
We're
maybe
gonna
the
wait to
marketing
reveal
team's like,
something, blah,
"Wait,
blah, blah."
no, what are you doing?"
Yeah, because I go on his official Twitter. The
The
last
intern
one he
screwed
did
up.
was, his pin tweet is the trailer for Monkey Man, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the last tweet he did was in June.
I
So
checked
yeah,
it a
if
couple
he
minutes
did
ago,
post
too.
anything,
Yeah,
it
so-
was probably like, shoot, okay, quick, take it down. We're gonna reveal it in this many months.
I don't know.
You know.
I'm excited.
Whatever it is, I'm down.
Me too.
This guy is 3 for 3 so far. Hopefully he keeps going. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a couple sneakers in the way. But you know what? Even if it is, I get to see in theaters. You know.
Mm,
So we got 2 years to wait though. So that's gonna be a little bit of a wait.
man.
Yeah, but hey, the writer's strike
Oh,
pushed it back.
man.
It was gonna come out this year, but the writer's strike from last year.